kick to get this one underway. Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to power their way ahead. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
He's got him. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive hit.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll get rid of it. He caught it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 1st and goal from the 2. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Notre Dame's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and like...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Raymond. And they swarm him under.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to pass on second down. Unleashes it on the run. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Caught over the middle, it's Harris. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on second down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Hauls it in. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. First and 10 for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period.
Ready? Jackrabbit.
They'll give it to the back. Powers through the defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run on the doorstep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength.
And they're in for a touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to end. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Singleton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. So now it's second and long. Here comes the option. Quick toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snagged in the middle. It's Cobb. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Haynes. There he goes. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting him out flanked with the Wildcat. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Haynes. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Off to the races to the right. And he's in for the score. Touchdown. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Briggs. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Looking to throw on first down. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Pocket breaking down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Showing the arm strength down the left side.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Showing the arm strength to the left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got room on the return. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. From the gun. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Bringing the heat. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Kick is in the air. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. All wideouts, no backs. Rushes on him. Grab near the sticks. It's popped. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
This This quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Into their happy place for a touchdown.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take Look at the play with the officials on the field. We're right, and the play will stand. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year. But, man, this offense is rolling. They're up by 18 over Northern Illinois. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Here comes the offense on second down. Catch in the middle. It's stuffed. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Defense wants to bring the heat. Here's the pressure. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. They'll go back to work on offense. Gonna run it. It's Haynes.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now on first down from the 40. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Haynes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's first and 10 from the 13. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Fires on the move. Wideout trying to get it in. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw again. Fires into the end zone. It's caught. That's a touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on third and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Singleton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They bring the punter onto the field now. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. He's going to take off. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Here we go.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third down play from the gun. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wants to return it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. To the air, it's St. Clair. He'll throw it. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cobb. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the day.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Dances away. He wants it all. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Got a little space. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time, gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the 1st down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Haynes. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Running into the open space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all 3 phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Thank you.